Paul Morrow is back with us, Nicole Parker as well, and Donna Rotano, our panel that joined us ahead of the verdict. And now I will get, Donna, your response, your reaction.
So I'm not surprised. This was a very extensive, well-handled investigation. They definitely did not leave any stone unturned. And as a defense attorney, when we try cases, I look at things that the government does not do in terms of being able to say to the jury, they should have done A, and they should have done B, and they should have done C. In this case, they did all of it. Not only as they should in every case, but especially one where the target is now the President of the United States. So I'm not surprised by the verdict. I think it was the right verdict. I think what makes great cases in a courtroom is great investigations. I think the investigation here was done extremely well. The government put 38 witnesses on the stand that all laid out the foundation of what took place, how it took place, the pieces of evidence they found. They tested every single thing that they found. They had DNA. I mean, there really was an element of a criminal case here on every level. You were able to find one, and they did their job. So in terms of my reaction, I'm not surprised. I do think we're going to see appeals here in terms of Mr. Ruth's ability to represent himself, although he made that choice. And I think the judge did a wonderful job making sure the record is clear, that he had all the rights afforded to him. But I definitely think that will be the next step here after sentencing.
When you take a look at the Attorney General Pam Bondi's statement here, where she says that it illustrates the Department of Justice's commitment to punishing those who engage in political violence. I mean, in this particular case, it's Ryan Ruth, but I think that statement probably holds true for the alleged assassin of Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson, as well. Nicole, your thoughts on that?
You're absolutely right, John. Political violence has no place in America. And again, I've said it over and over. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you stand on. It is never okay to use violence to solve your grievance. If you do not agree with a political candidate, a presidential candidate, the prosecutor, Christopher Brown, in his closing statement said, Ruth attempted to silence the American people and their voice in this upcoming, election of 2024. He literally wanted to take out President Trump's life so that President Trump couldn't even run for president. He was unsuccessful, but what this shows, if you do this in America, you will face the consequence, and it is a heavy consequence. There is a life sentence on the first count of attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate, and I have no doubt that the case is not over, because next the prosecution goes into the sentencing, and they will make sure that all 5 counts, they are going to give a recommendation to the judge, and they will be able to back up each and every count, and let's see what that sentence is, but I have no doubt he will be likely serving life in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, to your point, the Justice Department has just released its own statement saying today's guilty verdict against would-be Trump assassin Ruth illustrates the Department of Justice commitment to punishing those who engage in political violence. This attempted assassination was not only an attack on our president, but an affront to our very nation itself. Grateful to the U.S. Attorney, his entire trial team reads the statement, and a law enforcement